You see, I'm one of the few people who actually enjoy Black Clover and don't think it's mid. So when I was on the Bird app and noticed people were roasting my boy Asta, I 100% put my cape on and made this short video in order to defend him. The main critique I saw floating around was that Asta is a bad character, purely, purely because he doesn't go through any character development. From the start of the show to now, he remains the same. And from afar, this seems like a valid critique. From the first moment you see him, his philosophy doesn't change. However, just because a person doesn't go through some insane character arc where they address a flaw or get revenge for their loved ones, doesn't mean they are a bad character. Nor does it mean they don't move the plot. You see, there's different arcs that a character can go through, and each of them will drive the story in a unique way. There's the positive change arc in which we see a person go from less than ideal and address an internal flaw, and they come out the other side a better person. I actually spoke about this in my Zuko video. There's the negative change arc in which a good person descends into the depths of being evil. And in the middle, there's a static character arc in which a person doesn't change. From start to finish, they hold on to their core belief, their truth. I'm going to be quoting a lot of K.M. Wheeland in this, so please check out her book, Creating Character Arcs. It's amazing. You see, in this character arc, the protagonist doesn't overcome some grand inner resistance or anything like that. He simply gains new skills or new position in the world. So the question then becomes, how does the plot move forward? Well, it's actually pretty simple. The protagonist changes everyone around him, and they change the state of the world. That change is what propels the story forward. Because of his presence, everyone else in the story goes through some level of character development. Whether it's something as simple as being the catalyst for you not to stop being a little bitch or saving Patchy from despair. Everyone's character arc is in some shape fashioned and influenced by Asta. In order for the character arc to work, the protagonist's ideals must stand in stark contrast with the views of the normal world. In Black Clover, people genuinely believe greatness is reserved for those with vast amounts of magic. In the first episode, one of the orphans, Nash, says, "Magic is everything in this world." The most elite of the Clover Kingdom, royals and nobles, also happen to be the people with the most magic. The peasants of the world tend to have the least amount of magic. This ideology is so ingrained in society that a peasant making it up the ranks in the world is frowned upon. Asta, being a boy without magic, whose main goal is to become the Wizard King, the epitome of magic, doesn't make sense with the world's view. Asta wants to prove to the world that regardless of your background, one can become the Wizard King. In fact, the abilities he has are rooted in anti-magic. It's literally an ability that destroys the most powerful thing in this world. What helps move the plot forward is when the protagonist has a characteristic moment, which is a moment used to showcase the protagonist's truth. A kid without magic joins a Magic Knight squad. A kid without magic is the second best rookie of the year of the Magic Knights. A kid without magic is selected to join the Royal Knights, a group of great mages tasked with handling the kingdom's biggest threat. A kid without magic is acknowledged by the kingdom's greatest magic user, the Wizard King. Heck, his very existence has changed people. Klaus goes through a character arc where he becomes more accepting of peasants. Mars gets beaten and has an entire personality change. Fennel grows some balls when fighting Veto alongside Asta. Vanessa willingly sacrifices herself for him. Luck begins entertaining the idea that he's not alone and has friends he can depend on. Nash starts believing that he, an orphan from the outskirts, can become a great magic knight, and even going as far as taming a devil with the power of friendship. The great advantage of writing Asta this way is that his actions give the people around him mini character arcs, and that makes us care about these characters more. His mere existence makes the author focus more on the plot and how it unfolds. Look, is Asta perfect? No. Am I making a case that he's the world's best written character? No. I'm merely pointing out that to call Asta a bad character because he doesn't evolve is fundamentally a flawed way of thinking. If Asta had an insane character arc, it would put him at a disadvantage. Because if he overcomes his internal conflict, he becomes just another character the writers don't know what to do with. Because his story has concluded. Bloody hell, the world's most beloved anime character is a static character. Just because a protagonist doesn't change doesn't mean they don't help move the story along. Stop hating on my boy. Thank you for watching.